Oh, hey there. Didn't see you come in. Welcome, three-season theater attendees, to the half-length double feature. These two tales are of sleepy little towns, cozy homes, and the spooky and evil secret tales that are hidden just below the surface for outsiders to discover. The first tale is The Legend of Sleepy Hollow, one part of a two-part Disney animated feature from 1949. Based obviously on the short story by the witty, mischievous, and anarchic Washington Irving, the story is set in a little village along the Hudson River, which history devotees will know once formed the territory known as New Netherland. Even during and after the American Revolution, names in this area were distinctively Dutch. Think Schuyler and Van Buren. People still spoke Dutch here even into the 1800s, and the sloops on the river remained distinctively Dutch into the 19th century. See this picture of the Hudson River sloop Clearwater, a replica of a Dutch sloop from the 1800s. Anyway, Sleepy Hollow and Tarrytown were distinctively Dutch, in a Dutch area. Ichabod Crane is a schoolteacher in Sleepy Hollow, the consummate oddball outsider, an Englishman in a Dutch community. And that's the point of the short story. The whole story is basically a prank pulled on the gullible Englishman by the keen and smirking Dutchman. Also, check out Katrina Van Tassel, whose only line in the Disney movie seems to be a coquettish yoo-hoo. In the short story, she has much more agency, and sort of encourages the competition between Brom Bones and Ichabod Crane, before impliedly shooting Ichabod down when push comes to shove. In the cartoon, Katrina bears a striking resemblance to Disney's Cinderella, while in the short story, she was blooming, plump as a partridge, ripe, melting, and rosy-cheeked. There are some more significant differences between the original Washington Irving story and the Disney adaptation. Most notably, the story itself, much like the legend of Rip Van Winkle, is meant as a tongue-in-cheek joke of some kind. We are meant to smirk at the pranks of Abraham Brom Bones, who is obviously the one dressed up as the Headless Horseman. In the short story, there is no real Headless Horseman. It is unambiguously Brom Bones in costume. Ichabod, the weirdo Englishman, flees back to Connecticut, English country. Brom Bones was said to look exceedingly knowing whenever the story of Ichabod was related. In the movie, though, the horseman might be real. Or is he? Who knows? He seems like Brom Bones to me, but who knows? I could never solve that mystery. Can you? Basically, here's what you need to know about the television show The X-Files. Fox Mulder, male, and Dana Scully, female, are FBI agents who investigate paranormal activities, filed under X in the filing cabinet because there is extra room there. Mulder is an Oxford-educated profiler who believes in the paranormal. Scully is a medical doctor who is usually scientifically skeptical of the more out-there cases. Half of the episodes are so-called mythology episodes that are about the overarching government conspiracy about aliens, a conspiracy that somehow involves Mulder's family. The other half of episodes are so-called Monster of the Week episodes. The episode that will be shown this evening, Home, is a Monster of the Week episode. Home was the first X-Files episode to receive a viewer discretion advised warning. And indeed, your discretion is advised. There are several grisly murders that occur on screen that span age ranges from the very, very young to the not yet elderly but sort of getting up there. One shot in particular, a point-of-view shot, was described by the episode's director as the most awful shot of my career. The writers of the episode drew inspiration from a documentary film about the Ward brothers, 4 barely literate men who lived on an ancestral farm, and one of whom was accused of murdering one of the others. Another inspiration was from a story in Charlie Chaplin's autobiography. Chaplin stayed at a miner's tenement home while on tour with the theater company. After dinner, the host introduced Chaplin to a disfigured and legless man named Gilbert, who slept in a kitchen cupboard. As one online commentator said about this episode, WTF, this episode is too freaking disturbing. Entertainment Weekly said of Home, one of TV's most disturbing hours, and called it a cinematic feast for the eyes, packed with audacious wit. Another commentator noted that the episode's depiction of small-town life represented a sad farewell to a weird America that was rapidly smoothing itself out. It is almost universally acknowledged as one of the greatest standalone X-Files episodes, or one of the greatest X-Files episodes overall.
Here are the totals. 6 or maybe 7 dead bodies. Tobacco use trigger warning. Incest trigger warning. Infanticide trigger warning. Genetic deformities trigger warning. Heads roll. Pumpkins roll. Pumpkin heads roll. No breasts. Dog howling foo. Horseshoe foo. Dutch door foo. Baseball bat foo. Booby trap foo. Bludgeon foo. Nah ram you foo. Pull the trigger till it goes click 9mm foo. 3-season theater award to Sebastian Spence for his line, "I'll take you out there." Then it's 3 against 3. And this should give us the advantage. And to David Duchovny for his retort, "Oh, that was just a little too Chuck Bronson for me." And to the Sandlot game kid for his line, "Let him hear some chin music." Bo says, check it out.